All right, guys, I'm back. We've got barrel and blade. This is our level 2 box for May. So, I don't know if you have seen the unboxing and a little review of this. This is the Labrador by Vosteed. It's a pretty nice blade. So, like I always do when I unbox and review a new knife, this becomes my pocket piece for a while, so I can really get used to it, and I'm really happy with it so far. So remember, subscribe. Ooh. Yeah. All right, we'll give it a chance. We'll see what's in there. Typically, I'm not a fan of Mantis, but we'll see. So do your subscribe thing, do your notification thing, do your likes and all that. Let's unpack this level 2 box from Barrel and Blade. Oh, that's interesting. Condor. Condor is always good. And let's see what's in it. There's a lot of stuff on the list. Oh, is this 2 different? Okay. So remember, as we're looking, here's Operation 71. So remember that with Barrel and Blade, level 1, level 2, sometimes level 2 just has more items than level 1. Sometimes level 2 has like better, more advanced or fancier versions of the stuff that's in level 1. So we'll see what we've got this time. So, okay, first on the list, we're going to start with this Condor. Kind of wanted to see what's in that Mantis box, but I guess we'll get to it. So we've got the Condor stowaway chest rig. They give this a value of 50 doll hairs. Not in my favorite OD green, but I can work with Coyote. So we're working with the new style with the laser cut PALS webbing. And there's, you know, I think I've talked about this before. There's a lot of discussion over which is better, the traditional, just flat panel PALS webbing or the laser cut. I kind of like the laser cut. I've heard good things back and forth. Oh, that's cool. It opens and you can, so listen, you can do this and have it hang straight down. This would be on your chest, or you can cinch it so that it stays open at 90 degrees like a shelf. We've got lots of Velcro in here for you to attach pouches or attachments or whatever. Is there a pocket in here? There's not, but we'll get to that in a second. But it fully opens, so if you're to put it on the ground, you get full 90 degrees open. We've got a pocket down here, and it is weatherproof. Condor makes some pretty good gear. We've got some loops here so you can string some stuff along the front. And of course, you can attach gear to the front. And then we've got a decent size area to put stuff in over here. Not bad. And then, so in terms of your straps though, 0 padding. Just flat webbing, which, I mean, if you don't have a whole lot of weight on this, that's not too bad. But after a while, that could kind of cut into your shoulders. Have a little bit of like the lightest padding on the back strap and some more Velcro to attach stuff to. Over here, we have another Velcro section. So this is just a backing where you can attach whatever else you want to there. And then this is your lower back strap, which again, no padding, but what's good about this is that it's got quick release buckles. So if you need to drop the thing in a hurry, you can. Now this is a chest rig, but also I wonder if you could wear it the other way. If you wanted, you know, if you wanted to wear it on your back. I'm not sure. That's interesting. You know, I mean, lightweight gear. I like this when they say, whether you were bugging out, responding to an active shooter, or just LARPing around in mom's basement, protecting your chicken nuggies. Because let's face it, there's a lot of people that are doing just that. But it can be folded into a compact pouch for easy storage. Interesting little piece of kit there. I'm sure I could find a use for it. And then, of course, you could attach whatever other stuff. They said something about the drop-in M4 mag insert, and that's the next thing on the list, $16. Let's take a look at that. Now, they talk, you know what? Drop in M4 mag insert. There it is, and this would, look at that, would go right in there. And you know what's cool about this? So this just drops in, right? And then you still, it's not the easy, because the Velcro catches on everything, but this can drop in, and then you still have all of the other areas for gear and such. And now you have 3 M4 magazine pouches, M4, M16, you know the drill. And you know, since this, you haven't like made this any bigger, because this was exactly sized for this or whatever else. That's not bad. I haven't seen this before, but we'll probably strut around with it at the shop or just around here a little bit. You know, I got to size it up. Again, the quick release is cool so that you can just drop it in an emergency. And it has the, what do we call these? Somebody will help me out with this system that locks it in. I can't remember. To adjust into the laser cut, you know, PALS webbing. These hooks, they're not the G hooks, are they? I can't remember right now. It's actually a pretty decent looking little piece of gear. Very light duty, you know, but you don't always need your full plate carrier, do you? I like this. I like this. So here it is on, and strap around here. So it rides a little high on the chest. Now the top doesn't come higher than where, say, a regular plate carrier would. In fact, some plate carriers come a little bit higher. But here's the one thing. So this is the top of the magazine holders, right? That is a little bit higher up than where typically magazine holders would be. For me anyway, excuse me, I would carry them a little bit lower down on my rig. So this might be trying to pull a magazine. I don't have one on me right now, but trying to pull a magazine from this high. Like this is the top. The magazine's about 30 rounder anyway, yay long. This, you might have trouble clearing a big fat head. That would be my big complaint about this thing. And when I did the original, so this is a couple days after actually unboxing it and looking at it. So this is, I sized it up last night to put it on, you know, the straps. This does not get any bigger. This gets smaller, but you can't have it ride any lower on you, basically. This is it. So if you're gonna put these magazine holders into this little flap, they're right up on you, which I don't find as comfortable. However, this, and you know, you can adjust this a little bit with the strap. This gives you a nice position right here where you can use it almost as a shelf. And that's convenient, but the actual position of where those magazine holders are, I don't dig that so much. All right, next, Snug Pack Aqua Cover backpack cover, $25 value. Snug Pack. Let's see. I just like that they embroidered it so it looks like handwriting. Has nothing to do with the quality of the thing, but it is just a waterproof. It's a bivy. It's like a not a bivy cover, but like a waterproof. Or they used to make these things way back in the Army days. They'd make this for your Atlas pack, and I'm sure they still have it for the modern systems. It's got a cinch cord. I mean, it's like a poncho for your backpack. And we used to have these things in OD green. I'm talking back again, way back. I already talked about this a little bit with the Battle Box unboxing this month, but back in the day when I first came in the middle late 90s, when we had our Alice packs, we had these waterproof covers to put over them. and it is essentially the same thing. It even smells like old Armature, kind of. This is not bad. $25, you probably find one very similar for cheaper, but this was a standard issued kind of piece of equipment to put over your gear so that, you know, out in the field, you don't get everything wet and ruined and disgusting and you have some dry stuff to wear. Not necessary, but very, very nice to have. Incredibly nice to have. So that's cool. Next we've got Siloam Green Chem Lights, $8. 1, 2, yeah. These are the original, the name brand. So $4 each. I think that's excessive. You guys know I love these things. I think $4 each is a little excessive price, but these are the real deal, the original brand 12-hour. We'll put these away for stuff. I never mind getting more of these, especially the real ones and not the cheap-ass budget ones like UCO or UST or whatever. But yeah, $4 a light stick is a little excessive. Moving on. Aquamira water straw. Okay. Not bad. Congratulations, you've joined $100,000. These things are good. They're not, you know, I don't think they're as good as a Life Straw, but they're pretty decent. $12 again. I think you might be able to find this a little cheaper, but one more thing to put away for emergency use. Okay. These Gator, yes, I'm going quick because I want to get to this Mantis knife. The Gator Eyes clip-on lights. All right, so these things, we've gotten them twice in 2 different boxes. I believe we got them in a battle box. I forgot what else we got them in. They're not the best, but they're not the worst either. They clip on. They're also magnetic. They're not super bright. I'm going to turn this light off, but the room light will still be on. They're just very simple lights. The boys love these things. They're a little bit of convenience. They're not like super bright lights. What are they? These are $18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just a hair over $3 each. The truth is I kind of like them. I also at the same time I'm like they're kind of gimmicky and they are a little bit cheap. But we've used them. We've actually used them. You can clip these on like a 550 cord line, or clip them on the side of a tent, or you can clip them on in the car. Like the boys have clipped them onto the seatbelt in the back of the car and use them to like read at night. You can put it like for a little bit of light because it's magnetic if you're working on something. They're not great. They're not bad. They just kind of are. And you know what? They're good to put away. And like I said, we've used them before. Like actually use them for stuff. Not the most exciting items, but not bad. And they're things that will definitely be used. You can't take the batteries out to preserve it over time is one of the problems. And you can't, they're throwaway. You can't put new batteries in if they go bad, or, you know, the batteries just drain or use them up. But not a terrible, you know, they're not a bad item. They're just, it's not super exciting. You know what I mean? All right. Now, $45. This is the Mantis Seymore. Seymore, S-E-Y-M-O-R-E. Super handy fixed blade. 420 high carbon steel, so 420 HC, I'm guessing. The thing that bugs me about Mantis is that they choose to get just crazy fancy, I feel like sometimes at the expense of real functionality and use. But rubbery grip, and so you can move this clip, which is just a plain old belt clip, polymer type, you know, doesn't feel like the same kind of ABS sort of plastic you use with injection molding, but decent sheath, good retention. Now, are they lying to us? Are they lying to us here? 154 cm. because I will tell you, it's a small fixed blade. It's a decent drop point blade. The slightest recurve there. The rubber makes it comfortable, but I gotta look up this blade steel because it says on the card 420HC, and it says here 154 cm. So
one eternity later.
Okay, so I did some looking. Now the TA2 is the Seymour, which comes in a 420HC. This TA2CM is actually called the Principal, which comes in a 154 cm blade, which actually is listed at $85, not $45. So the question is, did Monthly Knife Club not know? I mean, so there's many things that could be going on. Is it a typo? So, okay, number one, did Mantis accidentally send Monthly Knife Club the Principal instead of the Seymour? And so Monthly Knife Club is right on the card, and they meant to send us the Seymour with the 420HC blade at a $45 value. Or did Monthly Knife Club accidentally put the Seymour, but what they really meant was the Principal? In any case, so this is not a lie. The markings on the box indicate that this is the Principal, the TA2CM, which is supposed to come in a 154 cm blade. Okay, so that's what I was worried about, because on the card it says 420HC. When I look up the Seymour, it says 420HC, but when you do a little bit more digging, you will find that there is an almost identical model, the TA2CM, known as the Principal, that does, yes, in fact, come in 154 cm. I don't know if it's a mistake. I don't know what happened, but that's what is in this box. So this is actually better steel, much better steel, in my opinion, than what it is supposed to be. Let's, not a bad pull through. I mean, slice. Now, pull through, I'm worried about the leverage just a little bit because of just the general design of the knife, but let's see. A little bit of effort, but not bad. It's still a very clean cut, and pew, pew, pew. It pews pretty good. We had good pew ability, and it is not bad, not bad. The rubber scales here really give it just that extra bit of width in the hand that makes it more comfortable. Listen, like I said before, I have not had great experiences with Mantis, but this really is, I like this so much better than any of their crazy folding mechanisms or anything else. EDC wise, for guys that like to fix blade in EDC, I think it's a pretty good EDC size, and you're always going to have a pretty good grip with that rubber on there. I'm curious, I would love to hear from everybody else that subscribes to the Level 2 box. What did you get in your box? Did you get the TA2 or the TA2CM? Do you have a 154 cm blade, or do you have a 420HC blade? Because this could be really interesting, because the card says it should come with the 420 high carbon steel. So that's really interesting. So while I am not a fan of the little EDC fixed blades, and I say it all the time, not a big fan of Mantis, this is actually, I think, probably a decent fixed blade EDC, kind of thing. Especially even at $85. Okay, $85, I still, at 420HC, I would say no. But with a 154 cm blade, and of course that's MSRP price. So, at actual retail where you're going to find it somewhere is probably less. But it's comfortable. You get a good handle on it. Fills out the hand nicely. And it comes finished out of the box, ready to go. Interesting choice. But that's it. So I think these are, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't hate these items, but they're kind of fluffy, items. These are probably, I think, of the three of these are the ones that are most likely to be used day-to-day, EDC, or in the workshop, or, in the car, or whatever. These would be more like put away for emergency items. but this could have EDC potential. And I think that this definitely, you know, whether you're gonna use it in your, you know, you're gonna put it away for your bug out stuff, or you're gonna use this in camping, hiking, even putting it to work on the job somewhere. I think this has a lot of potential. This absolutely, you can use this anytime, anywhere, you know, just stick it in your gear, and so you give yourself some rain protection, you know, for your gear. Awesome. Not a bad box. I mean, because even the items that are kind of, that I consider kind of like a little filler fluffy sort of, they're still good items. They're not bad items, not throwaway items. This definitely you want to save for an emergency, and these always, I've told my stories about how much I love these light sticks, you know, for in the field, you know, when we use them over and over. So not a throwaway item in this box, you know what I mean? So now tell me, guys, what you think of everything in here. What do you like? What do you not like? What's your take on everything? Favorite items, least favorite items. Really, guys, I want to know, what knife did you get in the box? I'm curious, really curious. So thanks for watching with me. Remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome. And I will be back again real soon.